both my landscape trailers got broken into, and they stole about $4,500 worth all my 2-cycle equipment, hand tools, chainsaws, shrub trimmers. I woke up in the morning and I went to where I was paying to park my trailers, my 2 trailers, and all the locks were broken off, the deadbolt locks, pieces all over the ground. I'm like, here, I'll just show you the video right here. I got whacked. Thank you very much. I might as well catch my initial reaction. I get off of anniversary wedding vacation with my wife, and my trailer door is broken. There's padlocks all over the ground. 1, 2, 3. This is broken. This is broken. I had a 2x4 inside of the door with over 20 screws drilled through. Dude, I don't know how you got in there, but you must have sat here for like 45 minutes prying on this bitch. And you got inside and stole my brand new combi system. Gone. With the trimmers gone. My brand new chainsaw the Echo gave me was like $400 or $500 gone. That I had to do a review video for. And then my ergonomic top handle saw is gone. My MS-170 is gone. My MS-250 is gone. About $2,200 worth the equipment gone. Alright, so I forgave them. And whoever did it, I forgave them immediately. And then I was like scared, so I started parking all my stuff at my house. And then my wife is coming outside. She's like, every time I come outside, I see all your stuff here. I'm like, yeah, but it's safe here. When you're growing a business, you might not have the money to just go rent out a whole warehouse or storage space, like an actual office. You got to park it somewhere. I park right here in a storage unit lot. I rent out this space. It was $239 a month. This is an 11 by 32 space. They gave me a deal, $200 a month. Another place that I used to park is what we call the dump here in Michigan, where we dump all the trees and bushes and stuff. They had lots and spaces available, and it was like, I think it was, I paid like $120 a month for a 10 by 70 space, pretty cheap. Now you can rent out a space in a storage yard. You're just gonna have to do some research and call around and just find a space. It's better that you have a place that's gated and that has security cameras. Now, if you can't park it at your residence, here's my little story. When we had a 1-bedroom apartment, my wife and I was literally parking it on the residential street, and there was like people's houses, and I was getting parking tickets, and I was so frustrated because I didn't have the money or resources back then. So I just kept chancing it, parking it. Oil was dripping all over the place, and for some weird reason I got away with it. But then when we moved into a 2-bedroom apartment, I had anxiety so bad because I was parking it in this 2-bedroom like condo complex we lived in, and they said you cannot do this. My wife called me and I was at work one day in the middle of a job, and she said, yeah, they have your truck on a tow truck stretcher right now, and they're taking your truck away. I was like, what? I showed up immediately. I had to say, no, put that down. And then I went and I had to figure something out, right? So if you're in this spot, you have to pull the trigger and find something immediately. But the good news is, once you find a place to park your stuff and you're committed, you will find a spot. It's going to cost you money, probably more than you would like. But once you got a place to park, you relax because you're like, now I have a place to park my stuff, right? So I got away cheap with this. My friend rents out his lot. He is a fenced-in yard. I think he's paying about $400 or $480 a month, and he has two spaces side by side, and it's like boom. But it becomes your shop where you set up, right? So this is where I park my stuff. Let's help the community. Where do you park your trucks and trailers? Let everybody know in the comments below. I parked my stuff at my house for a long time after my stuff got broken into. I was like literally scared. And then my wife freaked out because she's like, every time I go outside, I see your landscaping business. I'm like, yeah, but it pays the bills. But dude, when it's at your personal residence and your family can't relax because they feel like your work is, it's all about your work. At some point, you got to make a clean separation between house and home. So that's why I'm parking my stuff here. So let me know where you park your stuff so everybody can read the comments below and get tips on where to park your trucks and trailers. How do you do it and what works for you so we can all read and get value. Quick update to this video. I looked and I saw my trailer and I was like, well, I just bought a brand new one. I'm going to show you it in a second. But I looked at my trailer. I'm like, that thing's looking kind of old. So I went and just bought this brand new one. And I got this other space too for $239 a month. $229 a month. So I'm at $429 a month. And I just got this. This is 8.5 feet wide. Instead of 7 feet wide, it's an extra 1.5 feet. Look how wide that is by 16 foot long. This was $9,321 out the door with taxes, plate, everything. And it's the blackout package. William, I'm telling you, this saw is blown up, dude.
Well, first of all, it's a Husqvarna. It's not a steel. That is your first error. Second,
dude, I'm telling you.
You can't tell me it's blown. Look at that.
Look. Huh? What?
If that's not dry, you know what this gas tank says? That it's dry.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's blown. After I flush cutted that stump, bro.
And you put a survey at the end of this that if I can get it started and it's not blown,
it's yours.
I don't want this. I'll give it away. If anybody wants this saw from Keith Kalfas after I get it started, send him an inbox. Give him a call. Hold on, I'll give you all 8 of his numbers right now.
You see that big mulch hill? My boy Hatch bet me lunch. I can't climb it. It's harder than it looks. You owe me lunch! We just completed a $4,300 landscaping project and our customer was so happy they left us a positive 5-star review. Here's the cool part. Jobber software automated the entire process, followed up with them when we were going to show up for the quote, collected the 33% deposit that we require, collected the final payment. It just transformed my business. I'm a Jobber ambassador and you can get a totally free 2-week trial if you just click the link. Try it, I'm serious.